What old story are you still playing in your mind? What narrative are you still telling yourself? What conclusions have you made about yourself?
Welcome to the Words of Wisdom podcast. This is the place to be to raise the consciousness within in order to create a life and business of ease, flow, and freedom. This podcast offers inspiring stories, strategies, and special guests to help you become your most aligned self. I am 𝗞𝗲𝘆 𝗧𝗸𝗲, a former NBA Toronto Raptors dancer turned ICF accredited spiritual life coach, founder of Goddess of Wisdom Spiritual Life Coaching, and Star Seed Academy coach training. My soul's mission is to show you the impossible is truly possible. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's get to awakening your soul's wisdom.
Hey everybody, welcome to Words of Wisdom. I'm 𝗞𝗲𝘆, your host, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. You may have noticed the last 2 episodes was exclusive footage of classes that I taught around manifesting, around creating your next level. I'm passionate about giving you tools, lessons, stories, anything to help you create your next level, to elevate into your next level and become who it is that you are meant to be and what you're here to experience. So I hope you found that helpful. If there was something that resonated from those episodes, or even any of the episodes, if you're just joining us, be sure to DM me on Instagram at Goddess of Wisdom Coach, or screenshot it and put your lesson to help others share it. I truly believe we're all here to experience a life of freedom, of expansion, and of joy. So I want to get that message out there and reach as many people as possible. So do me a favor and tag me at Goddess of Wisdom Coach, and be sure to download any episode and subscribe to our podcast. So thank you for being here. So today, I'm going to share with you another tip to what's keeping you stuck. So if you've been following me for a while, or my private clients, they're the type of women that know what they want. They believe it's possible. They take the action. They do what they have to do. They are going to make it happen one way or another. That's my favorite type of woman. They've decided that it's happening. So they're here. They're deciding it is happening one way or another, and they're not going to stop. They're going to make it happen. But if you are in that place where you are doing what you have to do, the mindset, the energy, the inspired actions, you are working with coaches, you're working with mentors, you're doing what you have to do, you are going to make it happen. But you're feeling like you kind of make 10 steps forward, and some days you're being pulled back 11 steps back, and you're like, I thought I got over this. I thought I was moving forward. I was feeling so good one day and then being pulled back the next day. This is why. The reason you're feeling pulled back, or one of the reasons, and this is just what I'm tuning in right now, the reason you're being pulled back is because of the story you are telling yourself. What old story are you still playing in your mind? What narrative are you still telling yourself? What conclusions have you made about yourself, your business, money, clients, relationships, insert whatever area you are working towards or working on? What conclusions and stories are you telling yourselves? What conclusions and stories have you made about you and the thing, the clients, the money, the whatever it is you want? Anything I teach, by the way, it can be applied to anything you want to manifest. I talk a lot about clients and money and business because I run 2 businesses, and I tend to attract a lot of coaches and soul service providers. So what stories are you telling yourself? And I'm going to share with you. For me, money is a big learning and growing area for me, and I love teaching about it. It's so exciting for me. It's a portal of expansion for me, and it's a portal of stepping into who I truly be, who I truly am, and what I'm here to do. It's not just about the money, but the lessons and the experience that come from it. It's beautiful, and I think I'm also here to teach around that, which I do through my school, Star Seed Academy. So around money, I'll share my experience around this. I would create and receive spurts of money. It will come easily. It will come in overflow. It will come in a large amount. And then it will go away quote unquote go away. I'm going to be doing a money course on this, by the way. But I was looking at that pattern of the past few years. And what I realize is the story that I've concluded about, the story I kept telling myself, that money comes and money goes, that I can't be trusted with money, that I can't hold on to money, that I keep going back to ground zero. I keep going back to this place. I don't know myself outside of not having money. So all of these lies, all of these stories I was telling myself were all exactly that. They were all lies. They were all an old story. Yes, that was an experience long, long time ago. But then with my personal development work, I kept expanding, I kept growing, I kept learning, I kept moving forward. But then I would still have this old story replaying my mind that I can't be trusted with money, I can't hold on to money, it's just not possible. Where I want to be is just always going to be a struggle. That was the old self. So it's almost like the old self telling a story and the new self telling a story, and they're going back and forth, chitter-chattering, right? But then I would let the old self, the old story, be on repeat. I would allow that to be the dominant energy that would run my life. I allow it to be running in the background. Like why? When I'm doing all of this work, when I was doing all, and I continue to do this work, the work will never stop, by the way. It never, never, never stops. As you keep expanding, as you keep elevating, you will keep doing the work. And you should do that with joy and with grace and with love for yourself. I tend to go on side notes, as you noticed. So I kept telling myself this old story until one day I really sat myself down and I said, okay, what are the stories? What are the lies? What are the conclusions I'm making about me and money? I'm making about me and my business. I'm making about me and my clients or clients that I bring in. And I wrote all of these things about it comes in frequently, it doesn't come a lot, it comes and goes, I can't be trusted with it, I can't hold on to it, it runs away. And though, as I was even writing it, I was writing it being like, this doesn't even feel true for me anymore. Why am I still telling myself this? And it's not even true. It's not even aligned to me. It's so interesting that it was something I was saying in my mind. I was feeling energetically and I was like, what? But until I took a moment to write it down physically and also to look at it physically, I was like, what is even going on here? Why am I even telling myself this story? Because it doesn't even feel true anymore. And the reason it doesn't feel true anymore, and I know it's not true anymore, is because of my personal development work that I've been doing for years. I asked myself, is this true? Is this absolutely true? And what else is possible? What are some other truths that I could be telling myself? And the other truths have been, I've paid off my debt. I've been credit free before. I've paid things in large chunks. I have received in large chunks. Clients have kept coming to me since I've opened my business, before I even had a website, before I was actively marketing what I do. It just keeps coming. It keeps showing up. And it keeps showing up to the level and to the energy that I allow it to be. To as much space that I open myself up to. The more open, expansive, and free I am, the more it keeps coming into me. The more the money, the clients, the opportunities keeps flowing into me. And when I took a moment to really recognize, what is the truth? What are some other truths in my reality, in my experience? That feels lighter. That feels more expansive. That feels more true for me. That feels more of what it is I want to experience. I wrote those down. I start affirming that. I start cycling that story. I start playing that story on repeat. Right? So take a moment to write down, what are the stories that you are telling yourself around money, around relationships, around clients, around your business, around any area that you are looking to create a different experience around, to create a new reality around? What are the stories? What are the lies? What are the conclusions you are telling yourself? And what are some other truths? What are some other stories? Because it's not even like you're writing like a story out of the blue. I mean, you could do that, pick it out of thin air, what it is you want to be, so shall it be. Was there's that conviction energy behind it. But the truth is, when I actually looked at the evidence of my life, money keeps coming in, clients keeps coming in, opportunities keeps coming in, and it keeps expanding and growing and becoming larger and larger and greater and greater. And I just wasn't recognizing that. I just didn't take the moment to acknowledge that. And deeper into that, I didn't take a moment to acknowledge my power in this, me as a creator, me as a manifester, me choosing differently, choosing my thoughts, my energy, not acknowledging how much work I have done on this within myself, within my business, within my life, with the support I hired, the work I do, the steps I take, the learnings I implement. Who I was, even who I was last week is different, but who I was a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago is completely different than who I am today. But I was telling myself the story and identifying myself with who I was 10, 15, 20 years ago. So what identity are you still adopting that is not even you anymore? It's like you're putting on these jeans from high school and they don't fit you anymore. So what identity are you putting on that doesn't fit you anymore? So when you start telling yourself a different story, when you start identifying yourself differently, when you start looking for evidence and proof of things that have changed, that you have changed, and start identifying the power you have in your creation, in your life, in your reality, you will start creating a different story. You will start stepping more into your power, and you will start creating a different reality for yourself. I hope this resonates with you. I'm going to keep this short and sweet today. It's at 11 minutes, and I like that number 11. So let me know if this resonates with you. Again, message me on Instagram, tag me on Instagram as you are walking, or you strolling with your babe, whatever it is that you're doing, or in your bath listening to this. And do me a favor, go and write down your top 3 insights, or even just one insight from today's episode. I hope this resonates with you. Sending you so much love and light. Start telling yourself a different story.